Hello everyone, this is part number 5 of our 180 replicating Spellbinder. As I said, we finished last episode with the idea of do some crafts. First I'm gonna jump over Sorrow's Bastion to finish my Dead's Vigil questline so I can unlock my 1 to Arcanist belt. I want to prepare a little bit better before I finish the vanilla game. As you know, vanilla game was just up to Loghoren, which is quite disappointing for a final boss, honestly. I hope they buff this battle a little bit more. Okay, we have Dead Court. Black Tallow isn't something that I want. Blessed Steel, Whetstone, and a Hunted Steel as well. That cost us a lot of money, but that's okay, this is an important blueprint. Let's bring back Malkadar. This is the spirit of Noveria Stormfire. Now we can do our crafting. Next quest's gonna open when I'm honored with them. For now, this is all the quests that you can do. Let's jump over Homestead for the crafts. Let's see if I buy. I think my setup is very defensive, so I can pick at least an offensive relic, and this is gonna be a Fervor. Why Fervor is so special, I'm gonna explain in a second. So Fervor is a very cheap. Usually 1 Blood of Catan is okay, it's a rare material, but you're gonna get few during the leveling. Fervor, this scales, the proc scales with your character because it's a percentage. 10% offensive ability is gonna scale with my level because I'm gonna get more and more, which means every time I proc this is gonna be according to my current offensive ability. Of course that's not amazing, but the proc have a uptime of 4 seconds, so you're gonna be out of this proc every 4 seconds. You're gonna be completely without it, but at any other point this proc is gonna be up. This is probably the best offensive relic early on. Next craft is the Arcanist belt. This is quite expensive craft. I don't like it usually, but the other option is to run Pold Valbury for their MIs, which again, not much fan of it as well. Also not on this level. Level 40 is quite low for Port Valbury. Supremacy, this is a force wave suffix. Absolutely useless for me. But at least I got Pierce and Chaos Resistance. And I'm gonna just swap the component. Also be sure you craft your craftables in the right blacksmith. Every blacksmith has a bonuses. They are pretty minor, but still something better than nothing. And homestead 1, you can check your blacksmith bonuses here at these icons. So this is either chaos or flat life. I believe I got flat life on the belt. But this belt is quite good because comes with weapon damage, so it's gonna proc basically my attack convert health, because Panet is not used, at least not now. We don't use any weapon damage attached to Panetti, so basically I don't leech at the moment, but thanks to this proc I'm gonna start leeching. And I think we are pretty much set to move forward to the Necropolis. I'm gonna share all the lore store when I reach there. Necropolis store is quite disturbing, and it's one of the most interesting stories in Grimdown. Another flesh rope cask. I'm gonna kill every single captain for a better cask for myself. Mine is okay, but not amazing. Can be slightly better. This green aura is the fervor. Be careful of Plains of Strife comes with these mines. They are barely visible, but you can die very easily if you walk through a lot of them. Damage is building up, as you can see. Be careful here as well. After the last few patches, Locksmith spawn here at normal as well. Usually he starts from elite. That was changed according to Ken farm his MIs. In previous, this is a very nice cask. Just Thorns is terrible suffix, but in previous comes with a lot of random resistances. This time is a little bit bad ones, but still in previous is a very nice leveling prefix. If you struggle with resistance, just check what you got. And now let's start with the disturbing lore around Necropolis. This was Imperium hired one of the best architects in the world to build this place. This place was originally built to bring all the dead soldiers from the war, Imperium soldiers, but actually Imperium have a dark secret about Necropolis. After 10 years, when the project was half done, they start to build a second stage below the Necropolis. This architect, he noticed that and start asking so much questions. Imperium sends an arcanist to reschedule the builders. They use mostly criminals and political outcasts, that type of stuff. They work here to dig for the second stage, but the architect started to send on messages and complaints that he was not noticed about this. And at the end they decide to eliminate him, and they eliminate him when the project was finished. The second stage Bashur was built originally to contain very dangerous rune seals. During the transportation of these seals, one of the carts lost a wheel, and one of the containers was cracked. So a little bit of the liquid started to leak, the driver, offering the Arcanist to help him with basically fixing the container, and a little bit of the liquid basically leak on him. So the Arcanist decide to dispatch him, basically kill him on place, because it's not pointed what this liquid is, but probably something dangerous, because Arcanist explain in the lore note that this is a better way to die instead of dying during the liquid. And the most horrible thing they did, they sealed the whole second stage with all the workers and the builders, and they left them with these rune crates. And as far as we know, these rune crates actually contains part of the Loghoren power, and that's why blood of cultists of Katon, they are infested here. They're looking for the crates. The other disturbing thing about the crates, 1000 Arcanists, Imperium Arcanists, have to sacrifice their lives to empower the runes, so nobody can unseal the containers. But cultists, they are very, very strong, and as you're gonna learn later, they manage to unseal the crates and release Voice of Loghoren. As you know, after every conspiracy, they have to basically get rid of all the proofs. That's why all of these workers and builders was sealed under the Necropolis, all together with the crates, so nobody knows where is the exact location. But cultists, they are quite smart. So this is, long story short, all about the most interesting thing about the Necropolis, sorry. But usually this area contains 6 or 7 nodes, you can read that by yourself. Basically all the area and Tomb of the Watchers, all the lore notes explain what happened here at the past. This was Imperium's most expensive project, and they do all of this just to hide these rune crates. I found this story one of the basically most interesting ones, and at least there is a explanation. Some stories are a little bit cut or not enough information, but this one was kinda complete. That's why I decided to share with you.
Took you long enough. It appears that the
Now I left the rift gate to one of the secret areas. This area, no information about it. This is not the actual second stage. Second stage is a Tomb of the Watchers. But I come here because good reputation to the rovers, and also devotion shrine, and also MI medal. Who knows, maybe it's gonna be useful. Usually it's a poison based medal. As you can see, our passive damage is quite good as well. There is another ancient totem. This is gonna spawn some nasty guys. We want to avoid getting hit by these guys. As I said, we need every possible devotion, because casters, they scale very well with devotion trees. Some classes and mastery, they are totally fine with couple of devotions, but according to be strong enough, if you play caster, better get as much as you can. I'm gonna debuff myself. I take way too much damage. Also my poison resistance not very good at the moment. Let's check the armor medal. Chaos resistance 1. If you need chaos resistance, this is an option. Not the best, but still good enough. If you do the quest in a proper order, Malkadar is gonna be here helping us deal with the Loghoren and the cultist. More like a basically just a emotional support instead of actually helping. He's gonna just sitting there doing nothing. Another totem. This area is, you're gonna find plenty of totems, one short chest as well. That was an okay spawn, nothing dangerous. As you can see, Perver have a very good uptime. This is a very random node. Nothing interesting. Some cultists explain about flowing blood and stuff. We're gonna use directly the rift gate. Don't walk. Always remember, use your rift management properly, and you're gonna save a lot of time. Let's stop Loghoren. And Tomb of the Watchers is the actual second stage of Necropolis. This is where they seal all the workers and builders, so they can contain their secret. Imperium did some horrible stuff. So don't be surprised. As you can see, this 25% crit damage actually applies very well, especially if you have a good numbers of offensive ability. And actually Arcanis scales very well in terms of offensive ability. Here is another mini boss. We're gonna annihilate him. Damage feels very good already. And it's gonna get better when I get my exclusive, which is gonna be the next level. I'm gonna pick Reckless Power and I'm gonna flip that when I reach proper level with the Necro. Reckless Power gives more damage but no sustain. And actually Harbinger is a better exclusive in our case. I prefer to be a little bit more tanky and sacrifice a little bit of the damage. Now we're gonna pick just 1 point and we're gonna start maxing out. It's time to max out the actual Panetti skill. Okay, our inventory is full. That's not very good. We are in front of the boss, so I'm gonna teleport really quick. Sell everything. This is a Panetti medal actually. Terrible resistances, but I'm gonna keep it for now. Maybe I can use it later. Nothing useful. I'm gonna keep this ring as well. We managed to make some space. Sometimes this map is very confusing. This is Bloodlord Talonis. He is behind everything. Final seal. Also, here is this lore note to explain how they seal all the workers along together with these dangerous rune crates. Let's check the damage. Actually very good. I'm gonna say after the change, Panetti is actually a good skill. At least for now. Not the fastest long Loghoren kill, but not even close to the slowest. I think was actually very good. Not excellent kill, but very very good. Compared to the previous patch when Panetti was completely garbage, now actually perform surprisingly well.
You've reached. So I. Good, you're back. I struggle to admit. Good, you're back. I struggle to admit that. You see the luminary of long.
Excuse me. My father and I were part of a.
This woman, she wants from you to find his father. Her father, sorry. Her father is a gambler. Usually he spent all of their wealth gambling and stuff, wrong business decisions. This is all the story behind them, it's very short. He is one of the most controversial NPCs in the game. We came here to slay 5 cultists, high ranked ones. This is the priests. This is a good spot to farm Chthonic Seals. Actually, this is the best spot to farm Chthonic Seals. Density is quite good, and also most of the cultists here are champions. Not so much white trash mobs. I'm ready with the quest, but I like to clear a little bit more, just to get a chance for another Chthonic Seal. We're gonna need them anyways. I think that's enough. Okay. Let's move to the Coven. Not very much lore behind the Coven. There is a basically camp of witches. You don't have to kill anything of this. They are low level already. This area stops scaling after level 18, I think. Also, don't bother to do the totem. It's a low level totem as well. You're gonna see this crystal's not gonna drop me crystal because low level. There is a penalty in Grim Dawn at some point. If you're too much over leveled, they stop dropping components and stuff like this. That's why it's pointless to grind a low level area in Grimdown. This act is very good for us. We can farm our medal for the leveling phase. I'm gonna show you again what I like to do at Gloomload, how I found all the objectives that I need in an easy way. There is a vendor, you can quick sell some useless for you items. I take all the path through the east until I reach a house. This house have a sewer, and in this sewer you're gonna use the other exit, and you're gonna go exactly at the location that all the objectives are. Don't forget to hit this chest that contains a side quest, a very profitable one and very easy one, just cost 1 dynamite in exchange for experience and a one-shot chest. This is the actual seller. There is always treasure trove here. Not exactly at this location, but... And as I said several times already, treasure troves got buffed. So now it's actually worth it to waste your dynamites on them at any point of the game, because before this patch was kinda pointless to hit any treasure trove before level 94. You're not gonna get much of it. But now with that 2 rare materials is pretty good. Totally worth 1 dynamite. Now we can see the shrine. Another treasure trove. I kill all the 3 guys, they have a chance to drop Ugden Blooms, and Ugden Bloom is one of the most important material in the game. All of the endgame seals and tier 3 components are crafted by this. Vanity feels so good, and actually I'm having fun. Usually I hate this skill, but with all the rework that they did, feels amazing now. And here is the last objective. It's good to start clunking on Necro a little bit. Also, I'm gonna pick, it's time to pick my damage reduction skill, just to have some, and also have something to cast. It's very important to have a damage reduction skill, or ability or anything like this, even a component. Here usually is a very nice area to explore. I don't hunt anything here, so I'm just gonna stick to my objectives. But if you prefer a chill gameplay and want to explore, feel free. You're gonna find several useful stuff. And rare and some encounters as well. This inn over here is quite disturbing as well. Sorry. They work with the Wendigos, basically the barrow home, the cannibals, and they drug every single customer and send it to barrow home. And as we know, barrow home, they are human meat enjoyers. I have to backtrack. I missed to kill the Caraxes. Let's do a walk of shame again. This is the objective that I miss. This is quite nice. Here is a boss and also there is a chance for a totem, which I got. And I am very happy with this, because I'm far behind with the experience a little bit. It's gonna apply. We got some runes. These are rare movement abilities. And here is the moment that we're gonna boost our character. We're gonna get our medal. And we're gonna do all the side quests. Kovan is kinda important faction. Not so ideally for us, but their augments and stuff is quite important for every elemental caster. Especially at the league, this is a very desirable faction. Now we're gonna do first. I'm gonna kill one of the witches. This is gonna be a follow-up quest later on. But if you kill Janaxia now, that's gonna count. And I'm already here, so I'm gonna nullify her. And it's time for Ancient Growth. Let's open our Arcane Bomb ability. And it's time to start getting... I'm gonna finish my Jackal. And we can start dumping blue, so we can get Spear. This is the next priority. Now we have a proper source of resistance shred alongside with Spectral Rat. It's quite expensive to farm for this medal, but first key is for free. And I hope for a good roll, so I don't have to come back here. Because these guys, they are 9 levels on top of me, and this is quite dangerous. They have a lot of offensive and defensive ability. A level gap in Grimdown can be very punishing, especially in hardcore. So be careful if you come too early here like me. But this medal is so good because gonna convert all the elemental damage, and I'm gonna be pure ether damage dealer apart from the dots. Of course I'm gonna still do some burning and stuff because ether don't have any dots connected to it. So all the frostburn, burn and electrocute damage stays like it is, can't be converted. But that's fair enough, I'm happy just with the full elemental conversion. This is gonna unlock so much power for this build. We take too much debuffs, I'm gonna nullify myself. This guy, sometimes he hits very hard, just be careful. Especially if the mutator's pretty bad, don't give him a window to hit you. Okay, we get absolutely unlucky. We get vengeful, corrupted, and cruel. This is a terrible mutators. Usually this is a reason to reset, because I can lose very easily my character here. But I'm not gonna go deep in the dungeon. I just need to kill Salazar, and I'm gonna be okay. I don't plan to do the reliquary chest. This is an area that can kill me very easily. I'm gonna stick to my objective. And I'm not gonna try anything stupid. Another 2 points necro, and let's continue with the damage. Here this guy sells very rare relics and components. Ugdan South, this is a very good one. Totally worth the money. Just be careful, don't get skinned. All of this very expensive. But Ugdan South definitely worth the money. Usually if I was more rich, I'm gonna buy everything for this guy. But for now, I prefer to... This was a shambler hit. You have to avoid this boulder. As you can see, he hits me for 3k damage. 2 in a row, and I'm gonna be dead. And here is the guy that I need for the... This guy deals a lot of damage. Deals shotgun. You have to reposition constantly. He deals just way too much damage. Mythic of Voidfire. Actually, it's not that bad. Chaos Bolt is okay proc. We're gonna equip this at level 55, unfortunately. There is no low version, I think, of this medal, because this is a dungeon. So I'm gonna reset. But at least we have it. And it's time to reach Barrowhome, and probably I'll end up the episode there. Okay, we start to have energy problems again. This area here is a bait. Also very expensive, 3 dynamites, and it's gonna... And behind these stairs is one of the world bosses. I don't advise you to do it during the leveling. Kravao is a very hard boss with tons of mechanics to watch out. It's one of the most hardest battle in the vanilla game. Okay, now we look for a couple of objectives. So here is the first spawn location for Silvaria's Den. It's not here today. Next spawn location is a little bit north. Again, I'm gonna nullify myself, I take way too much debuffs. Okay, it's not here as well. This is the next objective that I'm looking for. Let's do it, I'm already here. This is Tomb of Ugdal. Pre-devotion. I'm gonna kill him. Don't take his quest, just pick the bottom options and just banish him. That's gonna reward you 1 Wendigo Spirit, which is a very rare component. And if you accept his quest, you have to give him 1 Wendigo Spirit, and there is a high chance you don't have it at the moment. And this quest's gonna stay into your quest log, and you're gonna be quite frustrated. And also, when you give him the Wendigo Spirit, he basically rewards you with another one, so it's the same thing. Better kill him, get 1 Wendigo Spirit profit, and continue on your merry way. Coven Witches, they have a fixed spawn location here. This is another side quest. And a little bit below them is the... Actually, I think it's here, the next Silvaria spawn location. Yep, this is it. That's it, sorry. I'm gonna lift the rift gate. So I'm gonna leave Barrow home probably for the next episode. This is the most boredom questline ever. Silvariad's Den is a very dangerous place. You have to be careful. All of these guys, they hit pretty hard. And also they have some range. They are not purely melee, so be careful. Use your advantage as a range class. Always take the yachts first, and after that fight her. Avoid the Sunder at any cost. Incorruptible, this is actually a very good ring. Let's bring back the side quests, and I'm gonna finish the episode here probably. I'm gonna deal with Barrow Home in the next one. This is my least favorite, basically I don't like this quest line. It's quite boring, and I think devs got a little bit lazy when they built Barrow Home, because you can't be that strong when Digo tribe and stuff, and they send me to kill few crabs on an abandoned mine, and also fix some totems and rescue hostages. This is a very boring quest line, honestly. But is what it is. I want to try a Ravager on this build. Also is a good time to get rid of some of the components. This is a very good habit if you play hardcore. All of the important stuff is better to keep them in the stash. So in case if you lost your character, you have a backup. At least all the expensive stuff are secured, and your next start's gonna be easier.
I'll hold on to that for you. See anything you like?
Let's see which one of those worse. I think this one is worse. Defensive ability is not so much desirable stats, but this is high on resistances, and actually can be slightly better than what I have. Yes, definitely better. I'm gonna do this straight. Flat life, physical resistance and more armor is always better option than what we have right now. I still have to find a way to fix my poison resistance. but this is gonna be in the next episode. Thank you everyone for watching, see you in the next one.